Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to uplifting and enhancing your spiritual well-being. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, a special warm welcome to you. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, my deepest gratitude for you for supporting my work. Okay, so we're going to talk about today's astrology. This is February the 21st, and then I will move into a tarot reading so that I can give you details on how best to navigate these energies so that you can respond instead of react, which generally results in more positive outcomes. So that's my goal. That's my being of service to you to help you navigate these energies. So thank you for tuning in. So let's get started on today's astrology. We have a couple of pleasant aspects, and then it's going to get a bit rocky as the moon aspects go into squares. So the first aspect, and I'm just going to talk in these four aspects in general because they all involve the moon, which is our emotions. And we're going to be talking about some communication issues, and then I'm going to sum it up because this day is going to start off really nicely, and then it's going to get a bit bumpy as we. So the first aspect is the moon is in Sagittarius, which to me is a really uplifting, lighter energy. And it's trining Venus in Aries. So this is a smooth, it's like you're going to get up, have that cup of coffee, and you're just going to feel like this elation, this joy, this, everything's going along your way. My song this morning when I was having my coffee was Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Day. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. For some of you, you may remember that from long, long ago, but that was in a movie, and it was just a song that was so stimulating and positive and uplifting. And I remember as a kid skipping along, zippity doo dah, zippity yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way, zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. Okay, so then the moon is going to oppose Jupiter in Gemini. We've already talked about that in yesterday's reading, so I'm not going to really elaborate on that. And then, later on in the day, the moon is going to square Mercury in Pisces. Squares are usually contradictory energy. And then it's going to square Saturn in Pisces. Yikes. So what this is today's going to start off with that beautiful energy. It's a robust, joyful, uplifted, skippity-doo-dah day. But then we're going to move into this energy where communication is going to be challenged. You're going to express your views, and, from your heart space, you are convicted. You feel you are right, that what you are saying is truth, and everybody else understands that truth. So here's how I'm going to wrap this up. Just because you're right doesn't mean you're right. Because your right doesn't apply unilaterally across everybody else's experience. But you're committed and convicted to your truth, but not everybody sees your truth the same way. So that's going to cause some friction. So what I suggest you do today is just sit and listen. Just sit and listen. It's not a day to express your views about being right. Okay, so let me cleanse and clear the space, get into the tarot for some guidance on how we can navigate these energies beyond what I just shared with you. my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell. So you get these daily videos. I do them every day except Saturday. Saturday I take a day off. So Friday I kind of give you an overlook for the kind of the weekend energy, and then Sunday we pick back up. So the deck combinations for this week is Tune Into the Magic, the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards by James Van Praagh, and the Totally Zenned Out Journey Tarot by Cassie Wool. So let's see what's coming through. I'm actually feeling 2 cards. There's one right here. It's got to be this one. Yeah, that feels right. Let's see what we have. Tree of Life. Now, we saw this yesterday. So, I will link that right here. Let me get my timestamp. Tree of Life. This is that connectedness. And a lot of times this can be your family tree, so you may be dealing with family issues today. And then we saw this earlier in the week, Whale. And this was kind of about being in the deep water. So the combination here, we have deep roots and deep emotions. So this tells me this is going to be something relating to your family or somebody who feels like family to you. That this is, that's why it's going to be so kind of emotionally triggering with that Pisces aspect. And the squares is that this is going to have something to do with your family. So it could be a family squabble. It could be, you know, a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. We'll find out in the tarot how that comes out. But let's pull a couple of cards from the Soul's Journey. Indecision. And loneliness. Okay. This is a challenging energy. I feel like at the beginning of the day, it's going to be like sunshine through the trees. And then as we progress through the rest of the day, it's going to start to bubble into this unhappiness. Now, life is what you make it. And I believe that, you know, we get these messages for a reason. And this card is, I know I'm never alone. And this one is, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So basically the implication here is with all of this moon energy, moon in Sag, you know, trining Venus, and then we have the moon opposing Jupiter, and then squaring Mercury, and then squaring Saturn. We have those 2 very large planets with a huge cosmic presence. But this is use your intuition. I really feel like this is going to be, you know, let your intuition guide you through the communication today. If you just get that intuitive hit, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, then don't say it. And I'm, you know, I'm one to talk. I'm a Leo sun and moon, and I am and a Libra rising. So my Cancer is in Venus. So, you know, I am all about transparent truth. And I probably share my transparency way too much. All right, let's go with some tarot and see. I pull 5 cards, and that gives me the general gist of the information that Spirit feels you need to hear. And then I pull 3 cards to talk about, you know, maybe the direction to take. First card up is Page of Cups. This is what I feel is somebody who is, oh, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. We saw that card yesterday too. So check out that reading from yesterday. That means there's something there that is like an extension. This reading is an extension of something there. So if that reading really resonated for you, this is the time. There is the 5 of Swords. That is self-sabotage. Ten of Cups, we saw this yesterday. And the Nine of Cups. Okay, so right away, the first message I'm getting is use your intuition when you are expressing yourself. If it feels like this is information that's going to uplift somebody, if this is information that's going to support someone, if this is information that's going to be satisfying to someone, then certainly share. Take that road. Give that grace. But if you're wanting to point out somebody's flaws, or if you want to make yourself right over somebody else, if you want only your opinion to be considered, or your point is the most important and valid point of the day, this is going to contribute to some conflict. This is going to be isolating. That means that other person is going to rub them the wrong way. Here we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which is good. Nine of Swords to me is anxiety. This is overthinking, overanalyzing. Don't overanalyze your point. You know, just kind of just let the communication flow, but use a system of checks and balances for what you're sharing today, or what point you're trying to make today. Because just because you're right doesn't mean you're right. And this could do some damage. And so the suggestion from Spirit today is kind of keep your comments on a generic, pleasant level, and you're going to end up being much happier. But follow your intuition. We're in Pisces season now, and we have so many planets and aspects in Pisces that, you know, Pisces is that very intuitive energy. It is the last sign of the zodiac. So some of these things are happening because when all of these planets that are in Pisces now, they're going to move into the beginning sign of the zodiac, which is Aries. Then that's going to be a major friggin' shift, because this is Pisces. We're closing out this major old cosmological cycle, and that is that karmic cycle. So what you want to be able to do is move into this new cycle with as much grace as possible. And let me just say, I'm not known for this. I'm known for telling people the hard truths. I'm known for, you know, if you've had a personal reading, I don't sugarcoat shit. The general gist of the message today is be on the positive, optimistic, but more general side. Let's not get into any pointed discussions or pointing out somebody else's flaws, and I'm particularly sensing in the United States political stuff, because there's a lot of political shit going on right now, which is all in the astrology. So in my opinion, it's meant to happen. It's got to clear out some stuff so that we can move into this new cycle, this new Aquarian age, with grace. But we've got to have a start somewhere. And that is, you can have courageous conversations. Now, if you notice this card, the daggers are up. This is like the bed of nails. Don't lay on that bed of nails today just because you want to be right. It's okay if you're right. It doesn't matter whether somebody else believes that you're right. And this is what you're trying to do. And this is why this is a page and not a king. It's because you're trying in this, there's still an aspect of you that is ego driven, that everybody else needs to buy into your truth, your rightness. And that's going to sabotage you today. That is the best way to sabotage yourself today. The most pleasant way to get through today is to be generically positive. That's it. All right, let's go through some. We have no major arcana here. So that's kind of good, because that means the energies won't be that intense. But the subtlety is something you may miss, especially when it comes to this intuition. So let's go through what astrology is here. We have the Five of Swords. That is Aquarius energy. So we still are on that cusp of Aquarius shifting into Pisces. So we still are feeling some of that Aquarian energy. Nine of Swords. This is Gemini energy. We do have one of those planets in Gemini. I think that is, oh my gosh, hold on. Jupiter. Jupiter is in Gemini. This is, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So if you get into this controversy, it's going to expand. And particularly if this is a family issue. There are very different opposing views in my family about certain political things. And if somebody mentions something that is leaning politically, then it can erupt into something really big. And it has done damage in the family. So I'm just saying, if this is something that you're feeling, this deep energy, whatever cuts are made by trying to make your point stand out today are going to be deep, and they're going to take a long time to heal. That's why this reading is trying to suggest to you, just keep it generic, keep it light. Just be positive. Find something positive to say instead of trying to turn this into a controversy because you feel like you're right and you need to be right. It's okay to be right. It's okay to be right. This is not the day to make everybody else buy into your rightness. Okay? Because that's going to create some deep wounds, especially if you're dealing with family members. Follow your intuition. Three of Swords telling you there's the deep wounds right there. This is fraught with, and this is mostly this afternoon. I'm in Central Time, so trying to get this reading out early. There is the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, my. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so if you pursue this I gotta be right thing, particularly if it's about a difference in your family, it's going to take a long time. This could literally sever the bonds of the family for a little bit. It's going to take a long time. Somebody may just say, you know what, I need to be released and independent of this. I got to stand in my own truth. I got to just focus on my life because this is just way too much energy for me to deal with. It's very oppositional and confrontational energy, and people are going to withdraw from that, especially in Pisces season when they're deep in their feels. Nobody wants to get hurt. So what they do is just kind of, go out, strike out on their own, maybe become isolated somewhat. And just please, I'm just telling you, this is not the day to enforce your rightness. Oh, there's the moon. I mean, come on. That's Piscean energy. That is Neptune. That is, I believe Neptune is in Pisces. This is your intuition. This is, follow your intuition. See how you have that eye there and there's that big circle? It's almost like you're looking through a crystal ball or the magic mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. You're looking through this, and I'm giving you an indication of what could happen if you want to create controversy by enforcing your rightness. I'm just saying, this is not the day to do it, especially if you're dealing with family. Okay? That's what I have for you. I hope it helps. Please let me know in the comments if you are experiencing these energies, and I will look forward to seeing you on Sunday. So have a great weekend. I am Elle, wishing you well, and until I see you again, namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.